Hello, friends. Welcome to the Alter Ego Comics weekly live sale, Snowmageddon edition. That's right. It's new comic book day. It's Wednesday. It's starting to snow. But I'm here. I'm here for you to go over this week's new releases with you. So pull up a chair, grab a beverage, and let's get ready to talk comics and do some shopping. Snowmageddon edition. Oh, now I can hear myself. That's right. Tell that guy to be quiet. Just taking care of some housekeeping matters here. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Safe and sound, safe and warm. Right. Hey to everybody, Tony, Mark, Owen, the other Mark, Nathan, Drew, John, Doug. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I am happy to be here. I am flying solo tonight. Angie's taking the night off. But I got to come in and shill the goods. I got to sling the comics. Got to pay the bills. And talk about all this stuff behind me. And since, my kid's school is already canceled for tomorrow. Angie's school has already canceled for tomorrow. And it hasn't even started snowing yet. It just started snowing like 5 minutes ago. So hopefully there won't be too much snow in the next 45 minutes or so during the live sales that I go out and have to clean off my car and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I think everybody's excited about Snowmageddon, Snowpocalypse, maybe snow, who knows? I don't know. Yeah, Snow Day with comics is good. Yep. Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Holly. University of Findlay is closed, Caitlin says. I saw Lima City schools closed. Shawnee schools are closed. St. Charles, Lima Catholic schools are closed. And we'll play it by ear for Alter Ego tomorrow. If we're at a level 2 tomorrow, we will probably be closed. If we're at a level 2 roadway emergency, whatever it is, then we'll be closed because level 2 is only drive if you have to. There will be ice. We just went right to the snow. It was rain all day and we just went right to the snow. But I'm sure everyone is tired of talking about the snow. That's all that people were talking about today was the snow. How much snow are you going to get? I don't know. Earlier this week, all the diagrams and charts and everything, anywhere from 1 to 100 inches. Who knows? Okay. So welcome, everybody. If you haven't done so already, please give us a thumbs up or a heart on the old video here so Facebook knows that we're doing the Lord's work. And we'll get to this week's new releases. And that's really all we're going to do this week is new releases because I was pretty busy today and didn't have time to get to any older stuff. Also, I don't want to be here too long because of the snow. Oh, no. That was probably pretty scary. See my jowls flapping like that. Yes, we could sell bread out of the store. I don't really eat bread anymore, so it's not a big deal. But I know, parents of younger children, bread is a staple. It's a staple of the diet. So yeah, well, if you are new to this broadcast and have stumbled in here somehow, the explanation of what to do is across the bottom there. There's a Google form that's pinned in the Facebook comments, and it's over in the YouTube comments as well. So fill that out if you're new. Let us know whether we're shipping to you or whether you're local, and we'll come in to pick them up. Pick up your winnings, your purchases, once the snow has retreated. Presumably that will happen. And yeah, if there's something that you want, you type sold in the name of the item, and I will verbally confirm whether we can fill your order. That sounds swell, right? Right. All right, I actually have slides prepared. So let me get to work on that. Slides. This is the window we want. And let's see. Yep, little Marc is there with our first item tonight. Oh, and I didn't answer Tony's question. It was very important. Yes, I have watched this week's Book of Boba Fett. I watched it. I was here until about 4:30. I went home, had dinner, watched the episode, and then came back. And, ooh, man, what a fantastic episode of the Book of Boba Fett. No spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen it, but man, oh man, did that lighten my mood. It was fantastic. Okay, first item tonight is a young adult book called AQUICORN COVE. What is AQUICORN COVE? Oh, I only have one copy left. So this is from the award-winning author of Princess Ever After in the Tea Dragon Society comes AQUICORN COVE, a heartfelt story about learning to be a guardian to yourself and those you love. When Lana and her father return to their seaside hometown to help clear the debris of a big storm, Lana remembers how much she's missed the ocean and the strong, reassuring presence of her aunt. As Lana explores the family beach, she discovers something incredible, a colony of aquicorns. Aquicorn, small magical seahorse-like creatures that live in the coral reef. Lana rescues an injured aquicorn and cares for it with the help of her aunt, who may know more about these strange creatures than she's willing to admit. But when a second storm threatens to reach the town, choices made many years ago about how to coexist with the sea start to rise to the surface. Lana realizes she will need to find the strength to stand on her own, even when it means standing up to the people who she has always relied on to protect her. This is $12.99. This is published by Oni. It is a young adult fantasy. And let's see here. Okay. Caitlin grabbed it first. I only have one copy, Brittany. My apologies. I will order a copy for you, though, and we'll hopefully have it by next week. And it looks pretty darn cool. So Caitlin picks up our copy. If anybody else wants one beside Brittany, let me know, and I will order one for you. So this is going over here. All the work tonight. I'm going to make a note here. AQUICORN. Okay. Tony commented earlier that the Crow graphic novel is amazing. We actually he bought our last copy, Tony, and it's not currently available from our suppliers. So hopefully I will get it soon. You know what? We'll just come back for a minute here. Well, I'll make Big Marc. That's not Big Marc. There we go. Oh, God, what did I do? Okay, there's AQUICORN COVE. So just a comment about Mouse, about the graphic novel, M-A-U-S, you know, the one that's banned in Texas or Tennessee or wherever that is. We've carried that on the shelf since the day that we opened, but we currently don't have any. We've now had at least a half a dozen people want to order it, which is fantastic, but all of our suppliers are out as well. So I am working as hard as I possibly can. I will go to California, unload the cargo containers myself to get copies of Mouse back into Alter Ego Comics, but we will have it again at some point. We do have several other banned books in the shop if you're interested, including Fun Home and Drama by Raina Telgemeier. So those two are in the store. Drama is a YA book by the queen of young adult graphic fiction, Raina Telgemeier. It's at the top of the list of banned books in Texas, but we have it here. And what's the other one? Fun Home, I noticed, was on a list of banned books in Texas, but we have that one as well. So I have not had a chance to read that book from last week, Brittany. I'm sorry. But I will do maybe on if there's a snow day tomorrow, maybe I'll read it and let you know. I will definitely let you know. Thank you for asking and for reminding me. Next up, Bermuda. This is a graphic novel published by IDW. Let me see what this one says. It's written by John Lehman, who created Chew. There's a region in the Atlantic Ocean where planes disappear, ships are lost, and unwitting travelers go missing, never to be heard from again. And there's an island within this place, mysterious and uncharted, untouched by time and civilization, where all who are lost end up. It's a mysterious place inhabited by dinosaurs, aliens, pirates, strange monsters, and a girl named Bermuda. 16 years old, scrappy, and a survivor, this has been the only life she has ever known. Until today. Today she discovers something on her island that will either open a doorway between her world and ours or destroy them both. $18 for Bermuda. For anyone who may be interested, I only have the one copy available. Caitlin's making chicken nuggets. The banned ones, I can see one from here. Fun Home by Alison Bechdel, which has become a Broadway musical. The National Book Critics Circle Award finalist, a splendid autobiography, refreshingly open and generous. $17 for Fun Home, chosen a Best Book of the Year by Entertainment Weekly, The New York Times, People, USA Today, Salon, Los Angeles Times, the San Francisco Chronicle, The Village Voice, Time Out New York, and The Advocate. The author charts her fraught relationship with her late father. In her hands, personal history becomes a work of amazing subtlety and power, written with controlled force and enlivened with humor, rich literary allusion, and heartbreaking detail. That is Fun Home. The other is Drama, which is by Raina Telgemeier, who did Smile and Sisters and several of the Babysitters Club graphic novels. Hey, Sarah, glad you can be here. Yeah, the whole banning books thing, just not a good look for 21st century America. I'm not sure why some choose to go down that road. Especially a book like Mouse. Mouse is universally regarded as one of the finest works of graphic fiction. Graphic nonfiction, I should say. Graphic storytelling is what I'm going for. So, Drama. I can grab a copy of Drama for you, Caitlin. Absolutely. So, my understanding with Mouse, and anybody feel free to correct me, is that this was, I don't know if it was being taught at, whether this was high school or junior high, whether it was being taught as part of a curriculum or whether it was just in the library. But there is some, it's the story of the Holocaust. It's the story of Art Spiegelman's parents who survived the concentration camps. And the Nazis are depicted as cats and the humans and the Jewish people as mice. And I think that there's some partial human anatomy nudity. I mean, Schindler's List has the same thing. And I'm not sure what the other issue was. So I think it's a very, nobody asked me, but I think it's a way to get kids to experience history that is a little, maybe gets them to actually learn about history and discover history and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. It boggles my mind. Yeah, Mouse is incredible. So let's move along here. We were at Bermuda. I'm going to be here all night digging my car out. Black Panther, my mighty Marvel first board book. Yeah, this is not in front of me, so I have to go get it. Be right back. All right, continuing the line of, I guess it's on the screen, the board books that are fantastic for toddlers and young readers. $11 will get you this one featuring T'Challa the Black Panther. We also have Iron Man and Doctor Strange in stock. They are fantastic for young readers. Here's Drama, Caitlin, putting in your folder right now. This one is $11. Okay, something about it next. Looking at Hamilton music. Yeah. Okay, good. Go for it, Caitlin. Do it. All right. Scrolling through tabs here. Dark Red, Where Roads Lead. Dark Red is... This is a one-shot from Aftershock. It's in the oversized format, kind of the magazine style. $7, written by Tim Seeley. And it is a continuation of the series Dark Red. So if you have never read Dark Red before, I don't know if I would recommend jumping in at this point. But actually, I'm going to do this here. If you have read Dark Red, then you should pick up this one shot. $7 for this one. Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. This is the first volume in the Mighty Marvel Masterworks digest size from Marvel. They've done Fantastic Four, Thor, Avengers, X-Men, Spider-Man. So this gives us the very first Doctor Strange stories, going all the way back to Strange Tales number 110 and 111, and then 114 to 129. Experience the very beginning of Doctor Strange in the Marvel Universe by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Yes, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. This is $16 for the first volume of Mighty Marvel Masterworks Doctor Strange. Tony would like a copy. I do have one more copy left for any interested takers. These are such a great way to experience the original origins of these characters without spending an arm and a leg. Fantastic Four, Reckoning War. Oh, wow. I only have one copy of this left, so speak now or forever hold your peace. $5 for Reckoning War, this Reckoning War Alpha. So this is the beginning of an event that's going on in the main Fantastic Four comic book written by Dan Slott. Artwork in here is by Carlos Pacheco. Involves the Watcher, involves Nick Fury, Eye Patch Nick, well, Guy in the Moon, Nick Fury, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men are in here, Spider-Man's in here. It's a big thing called the Reckoning War. Silver Surfer. So if you're into those cosmic type events, you may want to check this out. Again, $5 will get you this alpha issue, and then the story continues in the regular Fantastic Four series. Hey, Luis, glad you're joining us tonight, and I will pull this for you. And Mark is jumping ahead. No claiming, Mark, until I say the name of the book. I don't even think I put this in my slide presentation because I didn't think we had any for the wall. So, Mark, I will pull this for you. It's the only copy we have. It's a Geiger 80-page giant. If anyone else wants, if you're reading Geiger, we should have pulled it for you automatically. If anybody else wants it, let me know, and I'll do my best to get you a copy. Fight Girls, the graphic novel. This is a series that I would like to read because I haven't read it since the first issue, which I liked a lot. It's very much Hunger Games meets I don't know what. It's the entire miniseries, $10. The pull quote on the front is iconic right out of the gate. Grade A, 10 women, 4 challenges, 1 crown, winner rules the empire. 10 hard as nails women face off in an ancient contest of champions where the winner truly takes all, the title of Queen of the Galaxy. To win the challenge, each contestant must survive the hazards of the planet's harsh landscape, the ferocious predators on and below its surface, and their fellow contestants. Survivor. This edition of the contest has a twist. One of the contestants is an infiltrator who has her eye on something bigger than the prize. Who is she, and what does she really want? Fight Girls is by Frank Cho. He does the writing and the artwork. It is a beautifully drawn story. I mean, you can't see really well here. Let's bring back Big Marc just so you can see the back. You know, we've got sharks, we've got what appear to be dinosaurs, all kinds of stuff, scorpions, and contestants trying to be queen of the galaxy. $10 for Fight Girls. I know many of you picked this up in single issues, but now the graphic novel is here if you'd like to check it out that way. The official Image timeline. So this week is the 30th anniversary of Image Comics. This is $8, and it is basically a timeline of the last 30 years of Image Comics, full of lots of great pictures of covers, of McFarlane toys, awards, Harvey Awards that they've won, Eisner Awards. You get 30 years of awards are listed back here. So it's everything you want to know about the last 30 years of Image Comics is in this one comic for $8. Manor Black, Fire in the Blood. This is a new Manor Black miniseries written by Cullen Bunn, artwork by Brian Hurt. Sorry, written by Cullen Bunn and Brian Hurt. Line art by Brian Hurt, and colors and lettering by Tyler Crook. If you're a fan of Cullen Bunn, then this is probably something that you want. Yep. This is a mini-series. $4 for Manor Black, Fire in the Blood. And Heath, I got you down for the Image timeline. Angela, I am out of the Reckoning War, but I will do my best to get a copy for you. Monkey Prince, issue number 1 from DC Comics. Not sure if you can see behind me, but this is my pick of the week. This is a limited series. I believe it's 10 issues, $4 for issue number 1. This is written by Gene Luen Yang, who is an Eisner-winning, award-winning writer who has actually visited our shop. He was in town, I don't know, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. He wrote Dragon Hoops and Superman Smashes the Klan. Monkey Prince surprised the heck out of me. I mean, I really like Gene's writing, so I gave it a shot. I am totally unfamiliar with the character, but it is easily digestible. It's definitely kind of a YA. I mean, it skews. It's about a high school kid, so it's kind of Spider-Man, Peter Parker-esque. With lots of familiar elements from within the DC universe, but also a teenager coming to terms with his origins, let's put it that way. So Monkey Prince is $4. Looks like Sarah wants one, Kelly wants one. I got a few more copies left for anybody that is still interested in Monkey Prince. Again, my pick of the week, if that means anything to anyone. Alex really liked it as well. He actually didn't read it last night, and when I told him about it, he read it on his lunch break today, and he enjoyed it. Amy, I got a copy of Monkey Prince for you, and there are still copies available. Hey, Nick, thanks for joining us tonight. How's the weather in Columbus? Next up, The Complete Moon Knight by Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev. This collects the entire 12-issue miniseries by the creative team behind Alias. $30 gets you the graphic novel. I only have one copy available, and this was a lot of fun. I think I have this in single issues and really liked it, and it is now gone. So Kelly McClure has picked it up. Thank you, Kelly. I can try and order copies for anybody else that would like one. But I really enjoyed it. And with the Moon Knight series coming up on Disney Plus, I think you will too. Nick wants a copy of Monkey Prince. And that leaves me one copy of Monkey Prince, if anybody's holding out. Okay, I think I got everybody here. Let's see, we're gonna order Moon Knight for Micah. Next up, New Masters, issue number 1. New series from Image Comics. It is really a great time for this to come out. Black History Month. We get an African city that is being overrun by aliens. So this takes place in the future. It's kind of a modern take on colonialism. So a little bit of history, a little bit of sci-fi. This is rated teen plus, $4 for New Masters, issue number 1. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Created by Shobo Coker and Shof Coker. Not sure what the relationship is there, but if you like sci-fi, if you like adventure stories, if you like African history, then you'll probably dig this. Let's see. So let's see. Caitlin wants a copy and to subscribe. Amy wants a copy. Angela wants a copy. Caitlin. Angela. Amy. And Nick. Got 3 copies of New Masters left, if anybody is holding out. Yeah, David, I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm friends with your brother, Josh, on Facebook, and saw that you did lay your dad to rest today. Was happy that we could be here today for you to pick up some comics and hopefully take your mind off things. So my condolences. I know that's not easy. Had to do that with both my parents in the last few years. So sadly, a part of life. The older we get, the more we kind of see the cyclical nature of how this stuff works. But yeah, enjoy reading some comics tonight. And if you talk to your brother Josh before I see him, please give him my best and my condolences. Image Comics is a fantastic publisher, Caitlin, and it's really just about creator-owned books. The creators pay for the publication up front, and Image acts as just basically a distributor or a publisher, but they retain no ownership of any of the properties, so creators get to reap the benefits or pay the bills on their own comics. NOLTERRA, issue number 7. So if you picked up the NOLTERRA graphic novel, that was issues 1 through 6. If you want to jump in with single issues, issue number 7 is now here. $4 for NOLTERRA, issue number 7. Scott Snyder's writing, Tony Daniels doing the artwork. Fantastic, action-packed, sci-fi, horror-esque series in a world where the sun has gone dark. We do still have copies of the first graphic novel with the signed book plate. So signed by writer Scott Snyder and artist Tony Daniel. And it's only $10 if you haven't explored the world of NOLTERRA. So we have the graphic novel for 10 that collects issues 1 through 6. And now we have issue 7 out this week. So you can jump into that if you so desire. Retrograd. Looking forward to checking this one out myself. The year is 1916. This is $26, by the way. And the First World War is tearing the European continent to shreds. It is an apocalyptic war with the fate of millions of people in the balance. But in the Russian city of Petrograd, all of that seems a world away, especially to a British intelligence officer, Cleary. He drinks and parties with the rich and powerful. He flirts and cavorts with workers and peasants. His life is all late, drunken nights, bleary-eyed mornings, and the occasional report back to London. However, there are dark clouds on the horizon for Cleary. Word is that the Tsarina's most trusted advisor is counseling the Tsar to make a separate peace with Germany. If Russia pulls out of the war, the French and the English will be overwhelmed. It would be a disaster, and clearly, to his horror, is tasked with ending the influence of that advisor, a religious zealot with strange heretical views and enormous power, Grigory Rasputin. And so the stage is set for one of the most infamous and strangest assassinations of all time. So this is based on actual history about the assassination attempts on Rasputin. Petrograd is everything I love about comics, incredible storytelling, and beautiful expressive art coming together in a perfect alchemy. That's Jeff Lemire. Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy, says Petrograd feels a lot like a Will Eisner graphic novel, and that's about the highest praise I know. If you want to read about how they try to take out Rasputin, this is the book to do it. Sarah wants a copy. Again, it's $26. I have a couple copies left. Let's see. Apparently, it's snowing in some places. Is it snowing up there? It is snowing. Yes, Caitlin has chimed in. It is snowing here. Let's see. Nick, you are east of us, so it may not be there yet for you. The first of our pops tonight. I only have one of this one. These are due to some customer cancellations. We've got Demon Slayer, Muzan Kibitsujiji, that guy. I don't know. I think it's Michael Jackson from Smooth Criminal. But we do have Demon Slayer, this guy, Muzan. Snow in Cairo. We're getting weather reports. And now with the weather, Tony says it's snowing in Cairo. John says it's snowing in Detroit. Luis says there's snow in California. That's what we really need to know. So we have one of this Pop Demon Slayer guy available. We also have one of this Pop Demon Slayer girl available. Mizuko. These are $13, $12. Oh, they're not priced. I can just make up a number. $12 for the Pops. Windy, cold, and sunny. Windy, cold, and sunny in California. Thank you, Luis. We've got weather from the west to the east. Tony's going to pick up the Muzan Pop. Let's see. Tamara's going to pick up the other one, and then I do have one more. This guy. So, Tamara, I'm going to give you first dibs on this other one since you missed out on the first one. Tanjiro. Okay. Tamara's going to take the second two. Tony picks up the first one. All right, with the Pop Adventures continue with more Smooth Criminals. Now, this is Maggie from The Walking Dead. This is the newest version of Maggie. $12 for Maggie Ree, the Pop Maggie Ree Walking Dead figure. Snowing here in Lima. David's given us the Lima weather report. I can't see the street from where I am, but I see cars driving by. And it was snowing about a half hour ago. Stay tuned to Alter Ego TV for your latest weather updates. Next up, Pop, Superman, Red Sun, Wonder Woman. $12 for Wonder Woman from the storyline Red Sun. Fantastic storyline if you've never read it. And we do happen to have the graphic novel in stock if you're kind of curious about what this Superman Red Sun thing is. Well, we got Petrograd and Red Sun, both in the same show. Interesting. And our last pop of the evening is not there. Yeah, if I was stuck here, I've got bourbon, comics, boozy chocolates. There's some flatbread pizzas over there. I think I'd be all right. We do have one more pop, but apparently I buried it back in my slide presentation, so we'll have to stay tuned for that one. Next comic is Primos, 4-issue miniseries. This is kind of like, I know lots of you have watched Encanto on Disney Plus, and this is a little bit like that. The guy in the front with the green staff is a boy of Latin descent. I believe he lives in the United States, and he's got the power of his ancestors. It's another coming of age, like discovering your superpowers thing. So a lot like Monkey Prince or, any of those characters like Spider-Man or Ms. Marvel or those sorts of characters. But he, he's a 14-year-old kid, I think, and he gets in tune with his ancestors, his Latin ancestors, and their mystical powers that they wield going back to the days of maybe the Incans. I'm confusing. Geography I'm no good with. So Primos was actually very enjoyable. It was the art is fantastic. It's kind of traditional superhero comic style art. And I enjoyed it. Yeah. This is $4 for Primos. Nick wants sold lotion. I don't know if he wants Primos or lotion, or I think it's probably Primos. So Nick, I got you covered. Sold and subscribed to Primos to Tamara. Amy wants one too. Got you covered, Amy. Oh, and Nick is driving. Nick, don't be careful. Don't be texting, talking, and driving. Be safe. Sabretooth, issue number 1, 5-issue miniseries. First issue is $5. This is the story of what happened to Sabretooth a couple of years ago when House of X, Powers of X started, or when the X-Men series by Jonathan Hickman started, and he was banished to the center of Krakoa, inside of Krakoa. What happened to Sabretooth after that? And if you've been following the X-Men titles over the last couple of years, then I would highly recommend this. Alex enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But you definitely have to have some familiarity of where things have been in the world of the X-Men to pick this one up. So Sabretooth gets a thumbs up from me, from Alex. And I liked it. I like Sabretooth as a bad guy. I hate Sabretooth's not a good guy. He'll never be a good guy. He's always a bad guy. $5 for Sabretooth number 1. This is part 1 of a 5-part miniseries. Next up, 7 Deadly Sins Omnibus. This thing is ginormous. Collects the first 3 volumes of the 7 Deadly Sins. This is $20. And one of the only ways to get the first 3 volumes of the 7 Deadly Sins contains the first 3 volumes of the adventure manga that inspired the hit Netflix original anime. It's rated for older teens, 16 and up. $20 for the omnibus of the 7 Deadly Sins. do have multiple copies available. Nick is going to pick one up, and Tamara is going to pick one up. All right, got you both covered, Nick and Tamara. Skip that. That didn't come out this week. Stranger Things, Erica the Great. This is an original Stranger Things story. It is directed at a YA audience. It is $13. Never let your fear make you cruel. After helping to save her town of Hawkins from mysterious supernatural creatures and Russian spies, Erica is hungry for adventure, but her brother is too busy to play games with her anymore. Hoping to recruit her friends to play Dungeons and Dragons with her, Erica struggles to give up the spotlight and butts heads with her frenemy, Tanya. As their rivalry grows more intense, they accidentally let out Tanya's mom's prized bird. Now the pair and their mutual friends have to work together to clean up the messes their fighting creates, learning to cooperate and respect everyone's skills. There appears to be maybe some supernatural element to this, but it might all be in their heads while they're playing Dungeons and Dragons. It looks like a fun romp, though, for people that like Stranger Things. It does skew, again, towards that young adult audience. Tony would like a copy. And we have a couple more left. Oops. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Halcyon Legacy. Can they add a few more words to the title? Halcyon Legacy. Let's see. When does this take place? I don't know. It's a Star Wars book. It's written by Ethan Sachs. It's art by Will Sliney. This appears to be set after the episodes 1, 2, and 3. Because they had a flashback set several years ago with Padme and Anakin. So looks like it's set between the original or the prequels and the original trilogy. It is $5 for Star Wars Halcyon Legacy. That is a cool lightsaber. I mean, that's like a sword. That's a laser sword. Isn't High Republic set before the prequels? Oh, I know, Louis. Oh, Luis, we talked about this before you joined us tonight. No spoilers, but yes, today's episode of the Book of Boba Fett is fantabulous. Okay, Nick wants Star Wars Halcyon Legacy. Halcyon just sounds too much like Calgon, and I'm too old to... I'm not too old, but all I can think of is Calgon, take me away. Halcyon, take me away. Isn't that what headlights are made out of now, and why I can't see at night anymore? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Hey, we got a new Thor statue in today. It's a Marvel Gallery Thor statue. This is part of that awesome PVC plastic line of all kinds of awesome characters. $50 gets you the Thor comic version statue. Nathan, that is a mini series. The Halcyon Calgon Take Me Away is, and yeah, Micah should know that Halcyon is an old drug. Okay, High Republic. Nick is one of our resident Star Wars experts, and holy moly, coming in a report from the north, my former high school pal John says that our former high school just got a snow day, which almost never happens. I will tell you, that place is run by Jesuit priests, and the joke was they would only cancel school if they couldn't get from the residents next door to the high school to the high school. We had very few snow days when I was a kid up in Metro Detroit, but holy smokes, U of D Jesuit just got a snow day. That's outstanding. Anyway, this Thor statue is here if anyone wants it. It's pretty cool. Works well with the Vision statue that we have in stock. Truth, red, white, and black, finally back in print. Nice job, Marvel, getting this out about a year too late. But Truth is the story of Isaiah Bradley, who you may recall was in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, the older black gentleman who was part of the super soldier program during World War II or prior to World War II. This is must-read stuff, especially I think for where the future of the MCU is probably going. This is written by Robert Morales, artwork by Kyle Baker. It is $25, and it collects Truth, Red, White, and Black issues 1 through 7. So this is a very different look at the Super Soldier program. A very similar, excuse me, to the Tuskegee Airmen program, the Tuskegee experiments. If you've never read Truth, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I wish we would have had this available when that series, when Falcon and Winter Soldier was on, because then we could say, hey, come find out who this guy, this old guy is who Sam Wilson is talking to. Yeah. Good stuff. Looks like we got a few copies of Truth going out the door. Luis is going to take one. Angela's going to take one. Mike is going to take one. That leaves me one left for the time being. If anyone's on the fence about Truth, now's the time. Let's see. Luis, Angela, Mike. And another classic, back in print. Unfortunately, I only have one copy left. This is the original Wolverine miniseries, written by Chris Claremont, art by Frank Miller, originally published in 1982. This actually has a couple bonus issues. It's got Uncanny X-Men 172 and 173, which take place, I think, immediately after this miniseries. So 6 comics, $20. And this is, kind of loosely the inspiration for the last Wolverine movie. Not the last Wolverine, the one before Logan. And it's gone. Luis is going to take that. John's going to pick up our last copy of Truth. I will do my damnedest to get both of these back in stock as soon as possible. I hope that they have plenty at our suppliers of the Marvel goods, because these two should always be at your local comic shop. Okay. The Excellent. This is a one-shot from the senses-shattering pages of Ecstatics. $4. Written by Peter Milligan. Artwork by Mike and Laura Allred. Oh, it says part 1. Sorry, it's not a one-shot. It's a miniseries. But if you're a fan of Ecstatics and Dupe is here. He's always fun. $4 for the Excellent #1. I sadly cannot tell you any more about the Excellent because I'm just not a Mike Allred art fan. But many people are, and that's all right. I can't believe I didn't put this other pop in here. Must have been a weird file format. Okay, so we'll just go back to me for the last thing here. Our last item tonight is the Scarlet Witch pop from WandaVision. $12 for Wanda sitting with her book of spells, floating, levitating even, with her book of spells. The Scarlet Witch from WandaVision is $12. And Tony, I do think you have a stack of pops here for you, and there may be a Rocky pop in there. I think that there is. Oh, you know what? I forgot I have a couple other, well, not a couple. I have one more, a clearance item that I'm going to offer to you fine folks before anybody else. And that's one of the benefits of watching the Alter Ego live sale, is that sometimes you get to pick up stuff on sale before other people do. And that item is I'm Dreaming of a Chris for Christmas, a hunky Hollywood coloring and activity book for the holidays. Since the holidays are over, I want this thing out of here. So 50% off, originally $15, on sale for $7.50. I remember talking about this when it came out. We've got Christopher Guest. We've got Christopher Walken. You know, it's a coloring book, an activity book full of celebrities named Chris. I think I just saw Christian Slater. Yep, Merry Christmas from Christian Slater. There's word searches and a song, I Wish I Were All Chris's, sung to the tune of We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Chris Pratt. Oh, you got Chris ornaments that you can cut out and color. So maybe, you know, save this, put it with the holiday decorations until next year. Use it as a white elephant gift. Who knows? $7.50 for I'm Dreaming of a Chris for Christmas. That's our special clearance bargain of the evening. And that will take us to last call. We are at the end of the show. So if there's anything that you want me to bring back for you to take a look at, or if there's anything else you want to grab before I sign off, now's the time. However, if you are watching this after the fact, after the live broadcast, you can still comment. And if an item is available, then I will gladly sell it to you. So feel free to do that. I know we've got some folks that do watch this afterwards and comment. Doctor Strange is the Mighty Marvel Masterworks. So this is the digest size collection of the original Doctor Strange stories. So these are from Strange Tales, first appearance of Doctor Strange, and his earliest adventures by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Yeah, we get the origin of Doctor Strange. This is $16. This is volume 1, collecting the original Doctor Strange comics from the 1960s. Okay. Well, I will drive safely, everybody. I only live, I don't know, 3 miles from here. It's not hard. I really just have to make 2 turns and I'm home. It's a piece of cake. Be a piece of cake. But if you are out traveling tonight, also please be careful. And tomorrow, if anyone's planning on coming to the shop, maybe call us to double check, make sure that we're open. If we are under a level 2 road emergency, then we will not be open. Yeah, and there'll be more cool stuff next Wednesday during the live sale. So if we don't see you until then we'll see you then. Or feel free to come in and chat and pick up your stuff, say hi, whatever. Grab a drink over at Purple Feet, some flatbread pizza, a piece of cheesecake, some soup. Elisa's doing some killer soups as well. Great place to get some soup. So yes, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I sincerely appreciate you hanging out with me on Wednesday nights and supporting Alter Ego Comics. Until next time, stay safe and be well.